Welcome to That's No Class. I'm Brian Bruman.
And I'm Morgan Darian.
Welcome back to the home of class. Thanks for being here with us. Got to spend a week with Morgan's family. They've been listening to the show, and it's been really funny to hear Morgan's mom tell me about things. We're out in public saying, it's no class.
She has been using it.
She's been doing it. It's great.
She's been doing it.
But now we're back home, and it's been like 3 weeks almost of insane rains. It's like the Great Flood story that I was talking about.
Oh my gosh, I thought about that too.
Exactly.
When it was raining so much.
Exactly. Wild time in California, going from total drought to crazy continuous rain. But I tell you guys this, after it stops, it is the most beautiful time to live in LA. It looks like freaking Ireland over here.
Yeah.
All the hills are this vibrant green. I say LA, pound for pound, one of the most beautiful cities in the world when it's like this.
Damn, that's a bold claim.
Bring it, everyone. Bring it.
Okay.
But I'm so excited to be back doing the show in our new studio. Got the cameras set up. It's a new era in class over here.
Yeah, it is.
So glad you guys are here with us. Let's get to the news.
Now here's the news.
All right, well, I don't know if you heard about Chatbot GPT here first because I waited too dang long to talk about it, but odds are you've heard about it by now. And at work this week, one of my coworkers says her husband is obsessed and he had it write a news article and she said people should be scared for their jobs.
No.
I think she's right.
What?
My mom sent me an article about it in an email. Shout out to my mom. This thing is officially mainstream when my mom
Shout out
is
to
talking
my
about
mom.
it. And Google is taking notice too. According to an article in the New York Times, Chatbot GPT has Google freaking out.
What?
I know we've been talking about Chatbot's ability to write as its biggest feature, but Google seems to be worried about search. Because the real
Why?
reason we all use Google is because of search, right?
Okay.
And Google was confident, some might say arrogant, about how huge a lead they've
Google
had
should never
over
be
search.
arrogant about anything, but
Sure
sorry.
they should.
Sorry to interrupt.
Compared to Bing, a right to be arrogant.
Okay.
Seems
true.
like forever we've all been using Google exclusively, but
True,
apparently
true.
they're worried that GPT is going to eat into their spot in the game. So
Weird.
in this article, this wasn't in the article, what I'm about to say, but this is how I've been thinking about it. You know how we search, how we type in Oscar nominees, and then
Sure.
we expect it to auto-load everything?
Yeah.
Well, you can try typing in a full-blown question like, is bacon bad for you?
Right.
And we know what happens when you do that. You get a ton of crap, and it's like, what is all of this, and what's what?
Yeah.
You're okay with it?
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
I
It's fine.
don't like it.
I know. Neither does my mom. She's like the queen of Google. She's really good at finding
Yeah,
things.
those of us who like to research, we're not satisfied. So what if Chatbot could say, actually understand the question and give you a full paragraph with links, citing material from across the internet?
All right.
That's kind of what the next step in search would be, I think, maybe. This is what I'm assuming. What the heck do I know about anything? But that's kind of how I see it.
I guess.
Better search.
Yeah,
Google
better search.
really-
Well, we need to have a better search anyway. Did they stop trying over there?
No, but apparently, they haven't been too concerned about it. Now they're freaked.
Yeah,
So-
because they have competition.
Yeah,
It's good for them.
Exactly.
It's good. It'll push us to better heights.
We hope so. But Google is worried that they've lost some position on AI in general because of this.
Dang.
And the article says that they've issued a code red.
Oh, no. Code red.
Yeah, that all their AI products need to get ramped up and ramped up quick. And Google does have a bunch of AI products already.
Oh.
They have their own chatbots. They have video editing programs that are crazy, that can do crazy things. There's all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
They've just been holding back on it because they're worried about copyright infringement and misinformation and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But the owner of Chatbot GPT, the company's called OpenAI, just got an offer from someone to buy the company, and it valued the company at $29 billion. So that's the kind of money that we're talking about here.
Dang.
And the bottom line, I think, is to expect a ton of new AI products to be coming out within this year, available to
They're
the
like
public
forced out.
and companies to use. Exactly. They're forcing it out. So the
Interesting.
AI space race, I believe, is on.
Okay. All right. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You were talking about it way before everyone else. I will give you that.
I was.
I have to let you have that.
Thanks.
Okay. So first, I just have an anecdote because it's not a full story, but I didn't know about this.
Okay.
Did you know that Germany has vending machines for just sausages? Like a bunch of different kinds of sausages.
I did not know this.
I understand that there are like random vending machines elsewhere, but it's just like really wild to see a bunch of salchichas just chilling in a plastic box.
I'm all about it.
Is that safe?
I'm all about it.
I guess.
Do they come out warm?
No, they're packaged.
Oh, they're
But then
packaged.
also one of the things said that they were like, have like mustard on the side and stuff. So I think you're allowed to just eat them.
Sure.
But it's like a package of like 4 sausages.
What's wrong with that?
It's so crazy.
Is that crazy?
I don't know. It just seemed wild. Like, is it safe? I don't know. Anyway,
Okay.
as I was looking at my news articles,
This is a
came
side news.
across, yes,
Okay.
I was informed that there's such a thing as a sausage vending machine.
Cool.
And why don't we have them?
No, why don't we have them?
They could have a place for buns.
Bun
Okay.
slot.
This does not lead into my news story.
Okay.
I ran across an article on the NPR site about bees. Correction. Let's be real. For real. I ran across an Instagram post and then Googled and read an article on the NPR site about bees. Okay, so normally I wouldn't really pay it any mind because it's just depressing stuff, usually like poor bees and all that. But this heading made me pause. Ready?
Ready.
If bumblebees can play, does it mean they have feelings? This study suggests yes.
All right.
The main points of the findings by these badass scientists is that 1, bees can count. 2, they can alter their behavior if needed. 3, they like to play. The scientists set up an experiment to see if bees would go out of their way to play, and they did. And younger bees were more playful than older bees, just like us. An earlier study found that they will learn new tricks for treats.
Ooh.
And finally, one of the scientists said there is yet more evidence that insects can experience feelings, although they don't give examples on how the scientists know that.
Right.
Which is a little sus. Like, I need examples. But still, bees like to play.
I mean,
Is that crazy?
it's crazy, but it also makes total sense to me. Like, I remember seeing in nature documentaries somewhere that there are like 2 things that all creatures do, which is fight and play.
Yeah.
Young animals, creatures always play and also fight, and older
True.
creatures fight. And
Right.
it's just nature.
But I don't think anyone has really thought that, like, insects would want to do
It's
that.
true. I guess I don't think of insects as having like stages
No.
the way that animals
Yeah.
do. What's a young bee? Is it a
don't know.
smaller bee?
I don't know. Well,
tiny
maybe
bee?
it's smaller. I don't know how much they grow.
Maybe. Yeah, I just wonder if it's behavior. Like, is their youth defined by their behavior or by their size, the way that we think of animals and things like that?
I don't know.
Do they
Maybe they're
molt?
less fluffy.
Shout out to Man vs. Bee on Netflix.
Oh my gosh, no, I thought about that because this bee is like really going after this guy. I was like, ooh, this is not that far off.
Bees.
They have emotions.
Yeah, I mean, that one is
Bees pissed.
fairly. All right, I like this. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, you're
I like
welcome.
it. This happy world where bees play.
Me too.
It's a nice
Yeah.
story.
It's nice.
As always. Thanks again, Brad. All right. Well, when we come back, how long are you willing to wait to be seated at a restaurant to eat? No reservations. What do you do? We'll talk about it when we come back. Thanks so much for hanging with us. We will be right back.
Welcome back to That's No Class. Now, I work at a restaurant at which the wait time for a table has reached almost 2 hours on the weekend. Is our food good? Great? Sure. Would I personally wait an hour and a half or longer? Absolutely not.
Nah.
Some things are worth this kind of wait and some things aren't. Breakfast foods, no matter how delicious, in my opinion, is not worth any kind of wait. The hour-and-a-half wait times for Disneyland rides are not worth it to Brian, as we all know.
Nope.
We both hate lines. We both hate waiting. But is there an experience or meal that is worth an hour-and-a-half wait? Have we found one?
Have we?
First, let's hear from the people. You got a good review for this mystery place?
I do.
Okay.
Such a delicious dining experience. The food was as good as everyone says it is. Long wait, 2.5 hours, was extreme, but worth it for the foodie experience. I had to try it, and I wasn't disappointed.
Yeah.
Everything was fresh and served to order. Service was great, too.
Oh, nice. Excellent. Agree. Hard agree. All right. And a bad review?
I also have that.
Okay.
Not worth the hype. Waited 3 hours. After being seated, expect 30 to 45 minutes to get your food. If you do wait the 3 hours, bring snacks. Not worth going here. I will never go back to this place.
I will never.
Never.
Never. Also, if you know you're going to be waiting like 3 hours, yes, of course, bring your own snacks. You're dumb if you didn't.
Yeah.
This isn't my gripe with anyone who waits for our food. I'm like, are you an adult and you left the house hungry? You tell your kids not to leave the house hungry.
Yeah. Don't blame
So,
other people.
don't blame us because you're waiting, because you chose this wait.
No.
Okay, have we changed our minds, Brian? Are we now lumped in with these patient MFers? What happened?
Well, we went somewhere great. That's what happened. So we might have been changed. But that, it's a pretty fair look at the two sides, I think.
Yeah.
The waiting and the time in the restaurant, the time taken up is the biggest point of contention from these people.
Sure.
So we did have a chance to see how we'd react to a wait like that. Morgan and I went to a really popular pizza place while we visited her family in Phoenix, which is where we actually got these reviews from on Google.
Yes.
We'd heard about Pizzeria Bianco from Morgan's parents years back, but the other day I was working on the House Whisperer podcast, and Dean Sharp, the host, told me I had to go if I was going to be in Phoenix. And it was the most amazing pizza he'd ever had. And there's an episode of Netflix's new Chef's Table series on the owner and the restaurant. So Morgan and I watched that episode.
Had to.
And Chris Bianco seems like a guy who cares about quality.
Yeah.
Which is super important to me.
Really cool.
Obviously, our show and our life.
We're trying. We're trying to source our own wheat over here.
And we told Morgan's parents, we got to go. We have to.
Yeah.
Know. So
we forced it on everyone. We're like, this is the only thing we want to do for Christmas break, so make it happen.
Thank you. So we drove into downtown Phoenix to the historical district, and there were no crowds outside like we were expecting.
Right.
And so we walk right up to the host, and he tells us it's going to be an hour and a half wait.
Yeah, which now it sounds like
a dream.
Yeah, it sounds like we got a good deal
but
compared to other people.
And we were committed, so we said, okay, we're going to wait. But here's where Bianco's does it right.
Yeah, they do.
There's a bar right next door in a converted historical house called Bar Bianco.
Awesome.
So we went over, got a bottle of Prosecco.
Yeah, we did.
Got to sit inside at a table, eat, snack, talk. The time flew by.
Yeah.
And we were in a great mood when they told us our
yeah, how are you not going to be in a good mood after a bottle of Prosecco?
Yeah.
It's the smartest business plan I've ever seen.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Our table was ready. We go right over. I don't know how else to say it. Like the vibes were on point.
Yes.
With it all. And I've had many way more expensive meals than Bianco's, but honestly, one of the most classy experiences I've ever had.
It's great.
They told us exactly what to expect. They gave us a place to enjoy our time before the meal, and the meal itself delivered on all fronts.
Yeah, every single thing.
Morgan's mom even said it would have to be our new Christmas Eve tradition.
Yeah,
and
we're going every year now.
And I'm down with that.
I'm so down.
So, but for the people who don't like waiting, I wonder if they've ever really had a truly wonderful experience like we had. Like,
True.
In my memory, that was pure joy. But maybe there's more to it. So I think that we should take this to the streets.
Ooh, interesting.
I think that we should talk to some people waiting for food in a line somewhere. I want to do it at Morgan's work where there's always a line, as she says.
I'll get fired.
She says no. Her bosses will get mad. Fine.
Yeah, they'll be like, what is he doing out there? Get him away from our establishment.
Why does he have a microphone in the face of these of our customers? But there are 100 million other restaurants in this town with grumpy people waiting in line to eat.
It's true.
So we'll just go to one of those.
All right.
We'll
I'm down.
Speak to the people. We
Gotta
will
see.
let you all know what other people have to say about this type of situation.
All right.
And we
That's
want to
cool.
know what you all think. Is it worth it to you to wait in a line that long? Call our voicemail, 877-7-NO-CLASS. Send us an email. Tell us about it. We'll talk about it on our next episode when we bring this up again after we've taken it to the streets. All right. When we come back, what to stream, what to stream. Something quality or something trash? Our favorite little game is coming up when we come back. Welcome back. When it comes to TV, Morgan and I have very different tastes. Morgan likes to watch trash, and I need every show to fulfill some deep emotional need of mine. So, to contrast our TV styles and maybe give you guys some ideas for stuff to watch, we have another visit to our segment that we call Good Show, Dumb Show.
Good show! Jolly good show!
Just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this. And totally redeem yourself!
I love that.
Title,
Okay.
Giri Haji.
Title, The Ultimatum.
Plot, a detective in Tokyo finds out his brother, who worked for the Yakuza and he thought was dead, may be alive and involved in a high-profile murder in England. So he travels to London under the cover of a police exchange program to try to find his brother and bring him home.
Nice. A reality show where there are 6 or so couples who have been together for like 2 to 6 years. One member of each couple has given the other an ultimatum, the most likely of which is getting engaged. The couples all enter together, then break up upon arrival, speed date for like 3 days, and choose from someone from the other couple pairings to live with for 3 weeks. The idea being that the couples will either realize they really don't want to lose each other, or they'll feel good being free and break up forever.
Rotten Tomatoes score, 100% critic
Ooh,
score,
yeah.
88% audience score.
Okay, Rotten Tomatoes score, critic score is 42%. Seems high. Audience score is 10%.
Oh my God. Okay, good review. Everything's intertwined, and the fact that the series never becomes overly messy and manages to keep a rigid focus on its well-drawn characters is a testament to its craftsmanship.
Love it. Good review. The drama is irresistible, entertaining, but completely stupid.
Bad review. From mob murders to snakes and letterboxes, this journey through the underbellies of London and Tokyo should be a smash. How have the BBC and Netflix managed to make it such a bore?
What? I'm astounded. Okay, bad review. I thought it would be a more enjoyable train wreck. Really disturbing, really awful, borderline abusive.
Okay,
Okay.
random tweet.
Okay.
We can't have a second series of Giri Haji, but Dance Monsters exists? This is why Netflix is dying.
Agree. Okay, random tweet. The ultimatum is peak trash TV, so I can confirm that I spent this Sunday perfectly.
All right, most iconic quote.
Okay.
We all have some fundamental flaw in us that refuses to be happy or satisfied. Someone comes along and tries to help us build a little world, and we let them, but then the time comes, and the time always comes, when we shatter it into a million tiny pieces, because that's what we do.
Damn, good quote. I love that show. Okay, most iconic quote. Let's start off by, my name is April. I'm a psycho bitch, and if there's anything I need to find out, I will find out.
Damn. Okay, total watch time, 8 hours.
Oh, total watch time, 10 hours for the U.S. version, but they just released the Ultimatum France, baby.
Okay. So I have to come clean here, and you've probably guessed this already. I only know about this, my show, Giri Haji, because of Morgan. Morgan
Thank you.
told me about this show.
Thank you. My hours of TV watching have paid off for you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. The Ultimatum sounds insane. They pick from each other's couples?
Yes.
It's almost like swinger stuff.
It's weird.
Or like, wasn't there that show called like Trading Spouses like years
I
ago?
think so. I never watched that one.
That's crazy.
It's wild.
So-
there's a lot of drama.
Does it get resolved?
So some people get back with their people.
Are they happy, or can you tell that they're not happy and it's not going to be any better?
I
than it
don't
was?
know, man. Because some of the things that happen, I'm like, you can't keep going after that.
Because there's got to be some bad things, right?
Yeah.
Like dudes not getting married because they got women on the side and stuff?
Have to be.
Have to be.
Especially with the way they're acting on the show.
Sus.
Yeah. Real sus.
Are there creeper dudes who get into the person that they're with, the new
Oh,
person?
yeah. They're and girls. They're into each other.
Oh,
It's wild.
wild.
But then there's always some good people. So you're like, oh.
This is a thing that this stuff is so crafted. This reality
It
stuff
has.
is
I mean,
so,
yeah, of course.
like-
They're aiding them in their drama.
Yeah, yeah. A decidedly different show than Giri Haji.
Giri Haji is so amazing. That's probably one of the number one shows for me of all time. I forgot about it though.
Doing this, and it made me want to watch it over again.
Yeah. Well, I would watch it with you.
I know you would, but you watch
So
anything
good.
no matter what, whether I'm there or not. So,
You're so crazy.
that statement is worth a little bit less.
You're so crazy.
But
Okay. Honestly, though, something like Giri Haji is much more satisfying on a soulful, like, ultimate well-being level. Giri Haji added something positive to my life, as art should strive to do, whereas the Ultimatum ultimately leaves one feeling void of goodness in general.
For having watched it, or because your
Yeah,
faith in
you're
humanity
like,
is just
oh,
really...
God.
Ugh.
That's gross. Like, none of these people should be together. I'll still watch both, though.
I mean, of
So
course. All right, well, I'm going to sell Giri Haji to those
Okay,
who
do
have
it.
not seen it.
do it.
And then you sell yours if you can.
All right, all right.
All right. Giri Haji,
Mm-hmm.
British and Japanese cast,
Mm-hmm.
2 locations at the same time. The actors are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an ensemble cast of all different ages and backgrounds and everybody. That quote I read wasn't even from the main character. Really creative stuff also, like animation, standalone sequences that are completely unique, and the finale that I will not spoil here
Oh my God.
that like takes it to like this next level. Check it out,
Love
man.
it.
Check it out.
If you want to feel better about where you're at in life, watch this show. One article calls the cast members the 12 poor saps. And they're right. These poor saps look like damn fools. And you're sitting there eating popcorn, shaking your head, going, damn, I'm doing great over here. The unleashing of emotional chaos that Netflix has honed in on in this wild and borderline super wrong of them. But I'm like, pass me my Perrier, bitch. Next episode.
This is dark, man. That's dark.
Okay, send us your TV faves. Thanks for listening. We'll be right back with our no class picks.
It's time to wind down the show here, bring it to a close the only proper way with our no class picks of the week.
You're just a jealous,
No class.
lazy bum.
No class pick.
All right, this week's pick happened at the gym.
Okay.
It's been happening a lot, but this time was the most blatant. I had to speak up even in the moment. Steam room, not the sauna. Steam room. It's hot and it's steamy. It uses this little thermostat that has this little grill on it that's mounted on the wall. It adds steam if it's not steamy enough
Right.
by itself.
Yes.
I'm brand new to the steam room game, but apparently people have learned that you can pour water into the thermostat through this little grill to trick it and add more steam.
Yes.
That would be fine, except that there's a sign clearly posted on the wall that says, please do not do exactly this thing because it will break it and it will damage it. And what happens when it's broken and damaged? Nobody can use the steam room.
Yeah.
It's closed.
For like weeks on end.
So you screw everybody because you want steam. So the other day, we're in there and there's this old man, and we were in there for just 10 minutes. And I swear, he poured water in the thing at least 5 times.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
And I'm getting increasingly irritated and finally start like grumbling out loud. And I like, people doing this stuff. And then he goes, good? And I say, no, not good. There's a sign right there saying you're not supposed to do that, and it breaks it. And he says, oh. And it's just such a blatantly no class and selfish move. Like breaking this thing long term to serve your own selfish need now. This is the definition of no class.
It's stupid.
So dumb.
You can just blow on it and then you don't break it.
Yes. Just blow.
Like use your common sense.
Yeah, get a little workout standing up and blowing into the thing. It's not as easy as you think.
Okay, I have a redemption class story.
Ooh.
Okay. So the other day, I was interacting with a young person, 20 years old, who is committing themselves to a life of freedom, which is cool. I'm all about it.
Sure.
When you're young, feel it out, see what you want, what's out there.
4 year old and single, go for it.
Yeah, true. Yeah, whatever. It's not a young or old thing. Whatever. Have your freedom if you want it.
Enjoy.
But then she said something I could not abide. She was talking about wanting to hook up with this guy who had a girlfriend, and she said, I don't care about her. I'm going to do it. And I responded with a pointing finger. That's trash, and that's no class.
Good for you.
The first time I've used no class in a live setting.
That's good.
And I let her think on it. Well, there was some time. And then a bit later, I told her, it's cool to be free and not be tied down, but you can't just go around hurting people on a whim. And she was like, oh my God, you're right. I'm not that person. So the almost no class move was sidestepped, and it turned into the class move of admitting when you're wrong.
Dang, man.
It's good, right?
That is amazing.
I changed a life.
You did. Thanks so much for being here and hanging with us. Let us know about the places that you've been waiting to eat for hours.
Yeah.
Let us know your good shows and your dumb shows. And as always, we want your no class picks. We'd love to put them on the show. We would love it.
Yes.
Tweet us. When I have it here, I still want to say Twitter us.
Twitter us.
Tweet us.
Say that every time.
That's No Class. Instagram at That's No Class. Email us at thatsnoclass@gmail.com. And please call our voicemail.
Yes.
877-7-NO-CLASS. That's where you can leave those no class picks. That's where you can tell us stories. We would love to hear from all of you guys. And we'd love to have you on the show because you guys are the best.
Stay classy.
Stay classy.